Hello everybody, welcome to Drum Set Lessons for Kids. My name is Ryan, and this is part one of a little video series that I will call More Rock Beats. Now I'm going to assume to start out that you already know how to play a basic rock beat. If you don't, if you're not sure how to count out loud and the snare drum is on 2 and 4, the bass drum's on 1 and 3, that kind of thing, please go back and watch the first video, how to play a basic rock beat. I'll put a link to that for you right here. Now, getting started with part one, what we're going to be doing is putting some syncopated snare drum notes into that basic rock beat. So we're going to keep exactly what we did in the basic rock beat, and then we're just going to add a little bit to it, just to spice it up a little. Syncopation basically means that we're going to place a nice strong note in a place where we don't usually expect to feel it. So it just adds a little bit of funkiness to it. Now, the basic rock beat, with the bass drum on 1 and 3, snare drum on 2 and 4, and then right hand playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and sounds just like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, there are going to be 4 different places that we can insert one of these syncopated snare drum notes right into that beat. And for all 4 of these places where we play these notes, it's going to be right in between 2 of the notes that we play with our right hand. So, for example, the first place is between 1 and the end of 1. So when we start the rock beat and we play 1 and, we're going to throw a nice loud note with our left hand in between those. 1 and, we're going to go 1 and. You're not going to change anything your right hand's doing. You're just going to throw this left hand note in between what your right hand is already doing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay? Now, we will keep 2 and 4 in the same place. And we'll keep 1 and 3 in the same place here. So the whole thing put together sounds like this. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. That's the first place you can put in a syncopated snare drum note. The next place that we'll do it will be after the end of 2 and right before 3. So we have 1 and 2 and 3. That's where that extra note goes. We still have 2 and 4. I'm not changing that at all. We're just adding this one note before 3 and after the end of 2. So let me do just the hands this time, no bass drum. 2 and 4 on the snare drum plus that third note right before 3. Sounds like this. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. With the bass drum. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. The third place we can put this syncopated snare drum note is right after 3. So we play 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay? Right in between 3 and the end of 3. Like this. 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let me try just the hands again for a couple of bars. 2, 3 and 4 and. So always doing 2 and 4 on the snare drum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. But now I'm adding in that one extra note right after 3. with the bass drum. 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Alright, and then the last place will be after the end of 4 and right before 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, just the hands for a couple bars. Let's speed this up a little bit. 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Alright, with the bass drum. 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Alright, that's the idea. Now, as you're learning these, if these are pretty difficult for you, make sure that you can do just 2 things at a time, first of all. Make sure you can do just your hands and try to count it out loud, like what I've been doing. If you can do just your hands and you're having trouble adding the bass drum in, then try doing just the bass drum and the left hand. And make sure you can do those 2 things together, counting it out loud. Likely, if you're having trouble doing all 3, you'll be able to iron out that problem, find out where the difficulty is when you break it down and do just 2 things at a time. So that's all for this this video. We'll go ahead and jump into part 2 here in just a bit, and we will do some of the same kind of ideas with the bass drum. Thanks, guys.